Okay, guys, let's continue with our practice. Now, I would like you to go to your workbook. Open your workbook on page 104, and we'll continue to study present unreal conditionals. Open your exercise book, page 104, and we'll continue with some exercises. Okay? Open your book. So now what we are gonna do is start with exercise 1. So in your book, it says circle the correct form of the verbs. Circle the correct form of the verbs, okay? And here I have to highlight, but it's the same thing, okay? So example number 1, what you have is, if I had time, I will join or would join. I would join an environmental club, and then you circle would join. Here I highlighted because that's the option that the exercise, the computer gives to me. So let's go to sentence number 2. If you use or used a fan instead of an air conditioner, you would save electricity. If you use or if you used. Correct answer is used. If you used a fan instead of an air conditioner, you would save electricity. Okay? Continue. Number 3, people would buy more energy efficient light bulbs if they are or were cheaper. People would buy more energy efficient light bulbs if they were cheaper. If they were cheaper. Number 4, if you carpool to work, you helped reduce global warming. If you carpooled to work, you would help reduce global warming. Okay? Good. Number 5, our city was cleaner if people recycled more paper and cans. Our city would be cleaner if people recycled more paper and cans. Okay? And number 6, if Rosa has more money, she would buy an energy efficient refrigerator. If Rosa had more money, she would buy an energy efficient refrigerator. Okay, let's check our answers if they are correct. Yes, they are all correct. Great. Let's go to our next exercise, exercise 2. So now what we have here is you have to read the statements and then you have to circle the true statements. Okay, here I have to choose the correct statements, which is all the same, as you know. We did this before, so no problem with that. So let's go here and read the statements. If Leon drove more slowly, he would save a lot of gas. So based on this, what is true? Leon usually drives fast or Leon usually drives slowly? And as you have there, the correct answer is Leon usually drives fast. Letter A. Okay. Let's go to sentence number 2. If we lived outside the city, We would enjoy cleaner air. The options we have: we live outside the city now. We live in the city now. And the correct answer is, we live in the city now. Letter B. Okay. Exercises are not that difficult, but it's important for you to pay attention and practice, okay? Exercise, sentence 3. She could save money if she bought recycled paper. She often buys recycled paper. She doesn't buy recycled paper. And the correct answer is, she doesn't buy recycled paper. Letter B. Number 4. I would be healthier if I rode a bicycle to school. I would be healthier if I rode a bicycle to school. I don't ride a bicycle to school. I always ride a bicycle to school. And the correct answer is, I, at the moment, don't ride a bicycle to school. The correct answer is letter A. Number 5. Number 5. Okay, let's do number 5. If people recycled all of their paper, we could save a lot of trees. Okay. People recycle all of their paper. People put a lot of paper in the trash can. Okay. The correct answer is, people put a lot of paper in the trash can. Letter B. Okay. Letter B. And number 6, if I lived close to my work, I would walk to work. I live far from my work. I live close to my work. And the correct answer is, I live far from my work. Correct answer is letter A. Okay, let's check if our answers are correct, and they are correct. Okay, questions? You know that if you have any questions, you can ask me anytime, send me a message, and we can work together. Let's go to exercise 3 now. Go to next page. Page 105. Exercise 3 now. So, write sentences about actions and results. Use the present unreal conditional. What I have here is this. Type sentences, of course, because I'm doing this in the computer. So type sentences about actions and results, the same thing that you have in your book. Use the present unreal conditional. And there is a disclaimer here, because I'm doing in the computer, and if I don't do this, the program, the software will put as wrong. Be sure to put a comma in the correct place. Okay, so look what you have here. You have the action, I carpool to work. The result, I save a lot of money every week. So what you have to do, if I carpool to work, the imaginary action, If I carpool to work, the result, I would save a lot of money every week. And pay attention, when the sentence begins with if, then you have to put a comma, okay? Okay, good? Okay, so now let's do this together then. Action. People replace old appliances with new appliances. Result, they use less electricity. So let's do the imaginary action sentence. If people oops, let me take this pointer. Yeah. If people replaced old appliances with new appliances, comma, they would use less electricity. Okay, good? Difficult? I don't think so, right? It's not that difficult. Okay, questions? Number 3, action, imaginary action. Our city have more recycling centers. The result, people recycle more cans and bottles. So let's begin here with the imaginary action, always with if. Our city, past tense, had more recycling centers, comma, people would recycle more cans and bottles. Okay, good. Questions? Let's go to number 4. Action, the imaginary action. The landlord fixed the leak in my bathtub. Result, I not use so much water. Okay, let's do this. If the landlord passed the leak in my bathtub, I would not use so much water. That's it. Okay. Number 5, action, the imaginary action. People use both sides of a piece of paper. The result, we not cut down so many trees. Now, look, if people used both sides of a piece of paper, comma, we would not cut down so many trees. Okay, it's not a difficult exercise. I think it's pretty much straightforward. Let's check the correction, and they are all correct. Okay, no major problems. If you did something different, please let me know if you have any questions, okay? But this should be the correction for you. Nothing, something that it's a lot of work, but not so difficult, not too difficult, okay? So let's go to our exercise 4 before we go for a break. Exercise 4. So now look at sentences. Look what you have to do. Rewrite each sentence a different way. Put the second part of the sentence first. And so what you have to do is you have to reorder. This is what we have here. Look at sentences 1 through 6, then reorder the sentences below to put the second part of the sentence first. So, oh my, look what I have here. I have just to connect, okay? Oh my goodness, what, this is so complicated. Yeah. So this one is already done. Number 1 is already done. Let me do number 2, okay? So if we used less gasoline, we would reduce global warming. So what the exercise is asking me to do this. What is this? Oh, I have to reorder here. So we would reduce global warming if, oh, this is the we, the big we, if we used less gasoline, okay? We would reduce global warming if we used less gasoline, okay? That's what the exercise is asking you to do, okay? Just switch positions here, okay? Let's begin with the next one. People could help save trees if they bought recycled paper. So what we have to do now is switch. If I'm gonna, I don't know if I think I should follow what they have. So if they bought, the correct was the people. If people bought recycled paper, comma, still bought recycled paper, comma, they what is this? They could save, yeah, that's another thing that is they are adding to our, I don't know why they are, it's because here I have could, okay? It's a little bit different of what you have, but it's kind of a similar of what you have there. They change it here. I don't know why, but just pretend that when you have could, you have would. Maybe it's a problem, a typo, okay? Maybe it's a typo. So let's, I think it's a mistake from the software, the person behind the keyboard programming, okay? But let's continue. The beach would be cleaner if people picked up their trash. So now if, oh my goodness, this is irritating. If people picked up, oh my goodness, if people picked picked up their trash, comma, the beach would be cleaner. Okay, this one I don't think it's different than what you have there. Let's go to number 5. If I wore sweaters in winter, I would reduce my heating bills. Okay, forget about this could, pretend that it's would. Okay, so now if people like this, I would reduce my heating bill if I wore sweaters in winter. Okay, and the last one, if we carpool to work, we would save money on gas. Okay, if we carpool to work, we would save money on gas. Let me do something here. I don't want to confuse you. Okay, so would would would. Okay, and would would. Okay, and let me continue. Okay, so if we carpool to work, we would save money on gas. So we, what is we? We would save money on gas if we carpooled to work. And then let me just add a would here. I know you can't see, but just, yeah, that's better. Okay, let's check if the sentences are correct. Okay, let me just go ahead and check. Okay. And they are correct. Okay, something went wrong. If people bought recycled paper, they would help save trees. Something, okay, but it's something like that. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's stop here. Let's go for a break and we come back. Okay.